Now, I don't know about you all, and it's not like I'm homophobic or I hate gay people or anything at all, but I'm trying to figure out how in all of these movies, especially the high school movies, there's always like a gay best friend, which in this movie he is considered a family friend. There's always like a main character that is gay now. And if it didn't feel forced, I wouldn't mind. But when it's every movie I feel like I see, it starts to make me wonder like why? Why does there have to be a gay character? I get that you want representation and everything, but when you start to do it every time, it starts to feel pretty forced. And I had to do some research. I couldn't find any solid numbers on how many people are actually gay, because if in high schools now, because when I went to high school, there's some people you think are gay. I don't recall anybody actually being gay at my class. It was over 200 students. I did go to high school in South Dakota, so that could be a factor. I mean, if 30% of people are gay now, then I would get it. And I was doing research. I didn't research it hard. I did some searches, like how many Americans are gay, how many people in the world are gay. And I got numbers everywhere from 1% to 25%. But the 25% numbers were like polls. So it was just people, I guess, I don't know how they selected them. So it's hard to tell how many people are gay. So I went and searched. I did a little research on the musical. I didn't find any information on if Jared, Evan's family friend, is gay or not. But in the movie, he's gay. And then I found out that the actor that plays him is gay. And when this actor, Nick Dodani, when he got the role on Murphy Brown, he like demanded that his character was gay. And I like, I don't have a problem with it. I just have a problem when it feels like it's being forced on me. And it feels like it's being forced on me. And like, he was good. He was funny. How come it has to be that way? And I mean, I know like Amazon has started their whole mandatory minimums of people in minority or LGBTQ community has to be, and like a gay character has to be played by a gay actor. Like, I don't like that at all. It's acting. And the more you take away from acting, like the more, what does it become acting, as much as it's just people playing characters that are like themselves. And to me, the most interesting thing about actors and acting is that somebody literally can become somebody else. And now if you're taking if you're taking half of that, if you're taking 5% of that away from a role by making requirements, it's like, okay, so a fat person has like the Nutty Professor, like Eddie Murphy, like, should he have been a fat guy because he was playing a fat guy? He's not fat, but the role required him to be heavy. And it's just like, where do you draw the line? And I could sit here and I know people will hate that comparison, but it's acting. It's acting. It's not doing something like yourself. It's not kind of you. It's acting. You literally can be, and so maybe sometimes acting may not be appropriate, but I mean, like blackface and stuff, and that's still, but I don't know. To me, it depends on how you view movies and theater, I guess. I view it as pure entertainment. And if something is pure entertainment, because people who look at movies and believe that they're all documentaries, there's something wrong with that mindset. Because there are these films called documentaries that are based on and try to tell what's happening in real life. But entertainment is entertainment. You don't watch entertainment for information. You don't watch entertainment to be taught anything. You can take lessons from entertainment for sure. Like the biggest overlying message in this movie of Dear Evan Hansen is be true to yourself and don't lie. And ironically, the night before I saw Dear Evan Hansen, I saw the episode of Dark Side of the Ring with Chris Canyon, who, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. When this guy was young, he went to talk to his priest, or us, I think it was his priest, because he went to a Catholic school, and talked about how he was gay. And the priest basically said, don't let the devil get you. Or like, he was like, you can't, fight it. And then that led to him eventually having mental problems and then committing suicide. And he was a generally really nice guy, but in that world of professional wrestling, which turned into sports entertainment, you couldn't really be gay because then you got made fun of and it affected how your career was. And that sucked. But to tell somebody to like, basically people who aren't living up to their truths are the ones that seem to have the hardest times in their lives. And the more you try to hide who you are, the more difficult it will be to have the truth come out as time goes on. As you saw in Dear Evan Hansen, with every single lie that came about, it was harder for him to tell the truth. But then it begs the question, is the noble lie the right way to go? Because he was creating all sorts of good things with his noble lie and his continuous lying. But is he living his truth? Because if that theory's true, then why aren't we all lying all the time? Because then everything should be super amazing. Thanks for listening to this clip from Movies Are Dumb Sometimes. Make sure to check out the podcast in the link